getting into the specifics, Sean.
I'll defer to my colleagues.
Great. Jenny, Camilla, let's stick with the front row. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Kirby called this a promising start, but why? Just because they resumed talking? Has there been more?
So as I said, look,
I
will let the White House offer any additional characterization to the Admiral's comments, but what I would echo is that this is it is an important step. As we've said, that in the lead up to this meeting, we have already narrowed some gaps, and the focus now is on some of the more specific implementation and specific issues as it relates to the agreement. There, of course, is a lot of work that remains ahead. This is a complex situation and a complex agreement, but the work is so important, and we're very pleased that this process has taken place again.
Do you have a sense of how quickly these negotiations could wrap up?
I don't want to put a timeline on it, Jenny. I don't anticipate that coming out of the talks that there will be a deal today. We expect this process to continue, but I'm just going to avoid putting a timeline on it.
And then on Gaza, the health officials there say that this death toll has surpassed 40,000 people. I was wondering if the State Department has any comment on that.
So I would echo what I have said a number of times this week, which is that any number above zero, when it comes to the number of civilians who have lost their lives over the course of this conflict, is saddening, is troubling, is heartbreaking. I think, as President Biden himself said earlier this month, the Palestinian people have endured sheer hell, and since October 7th, too many men, women, children, civilians who have had no role are just impacted by a crossfire of Hamas's making. We've urged and will continue to urge the Israelis to conduct their military operation in a way to avoid civilian casualties. As I've said, there's a moral and strategic imperative there. But Jenny, since you asked the question, I want to highlight, though, that the fastest way to create improved conditions for all, including the Palestinian people, including Palestinian civilians, is for the parties to accept and finalize this deal for an immediate ceasefire, hostages released, and increased humanitarian aid and safe civilian return. And we really hope that with the process that restarted today, that is what is awaiting for us at the other side of the finish line. Camilla.